Of life. I don't believe that there's a set direct rules that define the meaning of life, but I believe that if you live your life successfully and you're a winner personally and you try your best at things, you will be successful in life and you will live out a good life. And I guess that can qualify as living a meaningful life.
I believe, is to love. You should love your friends, love yourself, and love whoever you're with. The meaning of life is to spread God's message, because He has given each of us a gift, and you better use that gift to the fullest that it is. So live your life to the
Meaning of life is not just pretty much everything, but simply brought down to meaning that you only live once, meaning that you have to live every moment, live with your friends, with your family, and live up to a great life.
It doesn't matter what religion you are, what race you are, where you go to school, what country you live in. What truly matters is that you are happy with yourself and you strive to help others in your community.
I think the meaning of life is to do whatever makes you happy, no matter what it takes.
3 things: God, family, and friends. Being surrounded by the ones that love you. God loves you unconditionally, and so does your family. Friends come and go, but throughout your life, they're there for you. I believe that life is the greatest thing God has ever given us, and we shouldn't take it for granted.
The meaning of life.
For me, the meaning of life could be like anything that exists on earth, but it could be anything that is born in life, because anything that is born is going to grow, reproduce, and then it's going to die. Even plants do that. Human beings, animals. But then at the same time, that the meaning of life is just a very deep question.
I don't know.
Life to me is every day is you get up, it's a journey. Life is a journey of love, and whatever that takes, work to take care for one another, to love our family, to love our friends, love everybody, and so that we can live together happily. Thank you.
Everybody that we asked had different opinions. It varied from people saying that they didn't know what it meant, what the meaning of life was, and it ranged all the way to some people saying that it was a journey and that you just had to go along with life, and that some people said that it was about spreading their faith with other people, whether it be friends, family, somebody who's lost their faith, somebody who's trying to find their faith. And some people in our group, like me, I personally thought that the meaning of life is to find that one person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And try to make them happy. Not be selfish and try to make yourself happy, but make them happy in whatever they're doing. And that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
What is life? Life means more than all the materialistic things in life. It's more about family and things, the little things that mean more to life, such as God. You know, in all the responses to our videos, everybody gave a brief description of God, and that's the main thing about life is God and seeking His Word and seeking His guidance, and that's the true meaning of life. Jack White's description of life was probably the most inspirational definition of life I've ever heard in my entire 17 years of living this life. He's a great man, and if you can see that video again, it'll change your heart. Well, life to me is something that is at hand the best thing I've ever experienced in my life, with family.
Oh,
Hello. I'm sure by now you've heard the usual banter of how different balls are life and how gym is life. And all that is really not true. Life is more than just games and sports. It's about caring for yourself and others. And by now you've already heard how the different explanations of how life means to different people. Now, you've heard that some people just plain out don't know. And some believe it's doing what you love with who you love. Some believe it's anything that lives, walks, breathes, reproduces. And some feel as though it's just a game. Life is a joke. Now, it's really not. And I know you may be thinking, Beto, well, what is life? Well, let me tell you. It's about doing more than what you're expected to do. It's about what you feel as though you can do to provide for society, to make it better, to make this world a better place, to change the world one step at a time. It means a lot to not only yourself, but to me. And anyone who is willing to change the world is okay with me. And I feel as though you are the start of the change. Now, in conclusion, you may be thinking, well, how can you know so much? Well, honestly, it's an opinion. And I know just exactly how everyone has different explanations. And particularly, everyone is correct in their own different way. Everyone may live their life how they choose. Now, I'm just here to give our conclusion of how exactly we interpreted life as a group. We feel as though life was something that you do to perfect, something that you strive to live out to the fullest every single morning, from the second that you wake up to the second that you fall asleep. This world is constantly changing, and it all starts with you. Thank you, and have a good day, Cathedral. Stay classy.